Let's get to those polls, shall we? Looking at the polls right now, there's a new one out of New York Times, Siena. Now, everything is like super, super close, right? But I just want to point something out. Let's go back to 2020. Remember Michigan in 2020? Look at this. I mean, Donald Trump is way up over where he was in Michigan in 2020. It's like a 24-point spread. So at this time in the cycle, he was polling at 37% versus Biden's 61%. And now look at where he is. You're looking at 45%. And I don't actually think these polls are fully spot on. I think that a lot of people are not actually saying the way that they're going to vote. But the fact that you have a 24-point spread difference between now and 2024 in Michigan is something else. Meanwhile, look at this one. We got Wisconsin out of the Trafalgar Group. And you get Donald Trump ahead by a point there, 47.1 to 46. Kamala Harris. I mean, that's pretty stunning. These are critical states, you guys. They're really, really, really important. And then there's another I want to show you from Polymarket, one of our great sponsors on this show. Polymarket's showing us what's going on in Pennsylvania. Look at that. This is a prediction market, Polymarket. If you're not familiar with it, it's open 24/7. You actually can't wager on these elections here in the U.S. or in any country that does not allow for these prediction markets. But for those of us that are like political junkies, we get to go and check these sites day in and day out. And I bring you these numbers because prediction markets tend to be very much on the news curve, slightly ahead. And look at what they're showing you in Pennsylvania, the state that's going to bring in 19 electoral votes. Wow. Polymarket showing Pennsylvania is going to Trump 51 to 49. Meanwhile, if you look at the board, I showed you this yesterday, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris tied there. But I like this Pennsylvania chart, and I think that we might see that tie start to break very, very soon. The reality is this: Kamala Harris still continues to have a real problem, with half the population.
But it's men. I mean, I think the real struggle for the Harris campaign is young men, older men, men of color, white men.
Men, right? Men. Anyway, take a look at this one right here. You've got the Harris-Trump deadlocked in every battleground state, according to polls. In other words, they are very much within that margin of error. Well, if you're Kamala Harris and you're in this margin of error with Donald Trump after, hey, you had Michigan locked up by Biden by a 24-point spread, I'll tell you what, you're in real jeopardy of losing this thing. Real jeopardy of losing these things. I mean, it could come just down to Pennsylvania, and as Polymarket shows us, look at that. Pennsylvania, 51-49. Just amazing, amazing stuff. Incredible. And I'll tell you, she's not doing well with men. And part of that's because of some of this union stuff. You look at what's happening on the ports front, and I'll tell you, like, she's damned if she does, damned if she doesn't here, because on the ports front, I realize people are like, wait a second, what? They want a 77% raise? Well, that's because of Kamala. No other reason other than Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have driven inflation so darn high that people kind of can't make it anymore. And I realize everybody's upset. Oh, the port workers, they're going to cost us so much more money. But I'm telling you, and we'll talk about this in a little bit, the political angle on this, if I were the GOP, is to hit it hard, because there's a reason for this. There's a reason that they need a 77% raise, because they're looking at inflation that's gone through the roof. I mean, you've seen the inflation data. You're paying 21% more for electricity. You're paying 54% more for car insurance. They're like, we have no visibility. We know that we need to make more money because this team has put us in such an inflationary scenario. This is all Kamala. So she's not doing well with the Teamsters. No, just 34% want her there. I mean, 60% are voting for Trump. And she's definitely not doing well with these folks. So she's got some real problems. And this is going to play out in places like Michigan. It's going to play out in places like Pennsylvania. So I think Donald Trump's in a pretty good spot at this particular moment in time.